Greetings and salutations. It's your boy D.Boom, back for LLE.Ascension, Divine Feminine's message. So, it's a heat wave where I'm at, so excuse the nakedness in this piece, you know what I'm saying? I ain't D'Angelo naked, you know what I'm saying? It's hot. So, it's something to keep the sweat from dripping down my face when I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? And, hold on. Almost there. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, right, and that's it. Nothing major. So, head. That's Swartz. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the direction you're going. That's the decisions you're making. Everything starts in the mind. And, it shouldn't look too bad. Every time I look on YouTube and see them them hostile, militant, spiritually conscious brothers out here, man, they be voguing more than me, man. You know what I'm saying? Showing love to big bros today, you feel me? Ooh, all black cars. Oh, and the main energy. Alright, Divine Feminine, I got a message. So, head of swords, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, direction you go on, decisions you make. Everything starts in the mind. Cups, feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. Heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. Who rules the heart and mind department? The Divine Feminine. And then you got wands. It's things you're doing, things you've done. Not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. You know, the most important thing is the stuff you're doing. King of Wands, that's the Divine Masculine. He's the King of Wands for a reason. That's what makes him divine. That's what makes him great. He could be a she could be a he, you know how we rock. Divine Feminine is the Queen of Wands, the Queen of actions and behavior. You know, what you've done and what you're doing. Because what you've done and what you're doing has accountability and karma attached to it. So be mindful of how you move. And it's how you move. Pentacles. Persons, places, and things. Things you could taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles are temporary. And all pentacles have an expiration date. Let's begin. Feminine. First cardinal message, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Being clarified by the Seven of Wands. This just popped out. So, Knight of Pentacles is the grooming card in my deck. Now, grooming, you know. You got good grooming, ugly grooming, bad grooming. You got the people who groom you. You got the people you groom. Good grooming, two-way street. You give, they take, they give. Right back to you. The love, you give, they take, and give it right back to you. The respect, the admiration, the loyalty, the dedication, the work, whatever it is. Whatever you're giving, coming right back in a good and healthy way. Ugly grooming, one-way street. You giving, they taking, they ain't giving back. It's one-sided. You giving out love, they ain't loving you back. You respect them, but they don't respect you. All ugly grooming is just grooming for bad grooming. What's bad grooming? That's the person who controls the whole giving and taking aspect. It's like you at a nursery, it's a whole bunch of kids playing with toys. And the biggest kid just comes through and takes all the toys, sits it by him, and dictates who plays with them or not. That's bad grooming. Ugly grooming are the kids who are pretty good kids. You know, get to hanging out with bad kids. Start picking up on the bad kids' actions and behavior. Wands, swords, the directions and decisions that they make it. Thus adopting their cups, feelings and emotions towards the wands that they're doing. Kids joining gangs, kids just trying to fit in. Peer pressure. Peer pressure, ugly grooming. And, bad grooming, you heard of prison, right? The whole culture in there and shit. Yeah, grooming, they grooming big time up in there. Men and female prisons, you know what I'm saying? It's grooming all across the board. Bad grooming. Control, manipulation. Things you've experienced, Divine Feminine. You know? When it comes to your grooming, though, Be cautious on how you grooming people. You don't want to enable a person because you want to help them. You might look at it as help. It could be enabling. You got to see the difference. Somebody, it's like it's bad grooming. You know, you're in a relationship, you're trying to get married. It just seems like you've been a fiance for a couple of years now. You know, that's grooming. You're being groomed to figure that you're supposed to wait this long to be married after the engagement has been a while. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like grooming. You get exposed to grooming your whole life. Might have been bad grooming in the past, but the best thing you can do is just continue good grooming for the future, so people don't have to go through what you went through. So I'm saying all that to say this: Divine Feminine, teach people the right way. Help those. A lot of people who can use grooming to correct their actions and behavior. It's just teaching kids what's really right, not what the fuck the school and the government and maybe their dumbass parents is teaching them. Just dropping a seat, being a mentor, being a tutor, being available, giving time, energy, and resources to a common cause that's going to help the community, the youth, the seniors, the veterans, the disabled. You know, anything that deals with the kingdom. That's why the Knight of Pentacles is a big card. Aces to Tens are karmic cycles. Then you got Knights, Queens, Kings, and things. That's the divine realm. How do karmics move in a circle from Ace to 10? How do divines move in a circle from Ace to 10? But you got divine business to do. So in reality, you move in an infinity. This is how divines move in infinity. What's that? Forever? That's a constant. It's a lot. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. So clarifying the grooming is Seven of Wands, internal conflict. Internal conflict is your woes, your inside issues, how you really feel about yourself. Not how you present yourself to your friends, your peers, your family, your job, your community, outside your door. This is you at night by yourself when it gets lonely. How you really feel. The actions and behavior you really on. You know, we all got drama, we all got woes, we all going through some shit. We all have pain, suffer in silence from. This is that energy. But you gotta heal yourself. How do you heal yourself? You deal with yourself. You gotta deal with yourself. It's people who haven't healed themselves. If a person don't know how to love themselves, how can they love you? If a person don't respect themselves, how they gonna do that with you? You understand what I'm saying? How, if you don't even understand yourself, how you gonna understand your twin flame? You know what I mean? Like inner conflict. Best way to deal with yourself is the Seven of Wands. Look at yourself from a bird's eye view. It's a war. This is your group. This is who y'all fighting. Looks kind of ill on the ground. It's more of them than y'all, but that don't mean anything. If one of you can get to a high position, if one of these groups can get to a high position to where you can attack from both sides, strategize, which you do in the sword department, you can win this war. But you're going to have to climb up a mountain, climb up a tree, climb up a pole or something to really see the fight. You got to, Christian person talking to me. You got to look at your problems from a bird eye view. You got to look at your woes from a bird eye view. And the more higher you go up, the more shit looks smaller, right? Don't sweat the small stuff, because guess what? Everything is small. That's just fairly important. What's very important is the Six of Cups, sauce, steez, essence. That's what makes you you. Divine Feminine is the sauce maker. Divine Masculine is the sauce taker. What is the sauce maker? The bartender. Masculine is the sauce taker. That's the bar patron. Divine Feminine, Michael Jackson. Divine Masculine is Tito. Wouldn't be no Michael Jackson without Tito Jackson, because Tito Jackson founded the Jackson 5. Michael was an add-on. You dig what I'm saying? If there was no Jackson 5, then, Michael wouldn't be a part of it. Michael took it to the next level because that's what the feminine does. Sauce maker. Feminine, you the drug dealer. Masculine is the junkie. Now, you can't have one without the other. And you need one for the other one. And that's how twins work. And that's how the sauce works. How the sauce also work is like influence. You stick with your masculine long enough, y'all motherfuckers gonna start acting the same, thinking the same, doing the same shit. It's like couples when they wear the same outfit and they pick up the same mannerisms. Be with a person long enough, you're gonna start walking like them, talking like them, going back to the grooming. Like I say, my grooming is a mixture of like 4 men in my family. You know what I mean? My grandfather about 2 of my uncles and like 2 of my cousins, all blended into one personality. The way I walk, the way I talk, the verbiage I choose to use, the lazy tongue, the pigeon-toed walking. Pigeon-toed. Wasn't born pigeon-toed. I just started walking pigeon-toed, trying to look cool in high school to where I'm actually just stuck like that. You feel me? Like, little shit like that. Grooming, it's important. And not just where you getting your grooming from, but who you grooming. Divine, you ever notice when you leave people alone, it's like as if like you were the one. Ain't that weird? Like, nah, I couldn't possibly be the reason why they consistent, but it just seems like with your void, that shows a lot. How good your influence is, how good your grooming is. You know, you were divine for a reason, so you saucy. You got what it takes. Ain't nothing about you. Bottom line, ain't nothing about you whack to your masculine. Masculine knows everything about you. What do you call that? Features, like highlighting features. You know, you got some features about you that's decent. But if you highlight them shits, it'd be even better. Not just for your masculine, because he loves it. The world loves it. You know, a few highlights that you feel that you need to do. I need to do this. I need to do that. Yeah, you should do it, but it ain't really about that. You know what I mean? Because you already got that. It ain't about that because you already got that. Feminine is all the shit. You ain't got to flaunt it to tell nobody. You just are. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, you're probably the best worker in your job. You ain't tripping thinking that shit. Probably the only decent individual in your circle or subcomplex or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you got it. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, and don't be walking around this earth as if you ain't. And the last sauce example I'm gonna use, 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups can also be nostalgia. Nostalgia. You know, just a feeling of something that just makes your heart warm. It just makes you smile. It's like thinking about something and you get a smile on your face from it. That's what this card represents too. Bottom line, that's what you bring, not just to your masculine, but to those in the world that love you. Feminines, you're very loved. You're very respected. You're very appreciated. Probably not by those you expect that from, but you're getting that nonetheless. Getting to the meat and potatoes of this. It's all black cards coming in. I just did the overall bottom line energy. That's about 13 minutes, right? I'll take my time. It's good jewels up in here. I'm just picking up jewels from the dirt. Pimp trope coming into this situation or something you leaving alone. Divine feminine directly, consciously. 10 of Wands. Temporary ending. This is leaving something alone. This is pumping the brakes on something you're passionate about. It's like you're working 2 jobs. The day job is just kind of getting a little bit too much. You can benefit more from the night job. Given how situations is right now, you can't do 2. So this is choosing the best one. It's just temporary. You're going to have to let this one go, but you can find another one of you just taking care of the most important pinnacle, asset, job situation that you can right now. You know, this is a relationship you know ain't going nowhere. And you just pump the brakes on it. Or at least come out the bag. Like, look, you know, like shit my son be telling me all the time. He be telling his flings and shit, hey, you know what I'm saying? As far as long term, I ain't really looking for that right now. I'm kind of looking for like right now, not on no thirsty shit, but just, hey, we living in it now. Let's just have fun right now. You know what I mean? We ain't gotta put no pronouns and titles on shit. Let's just see what's up right now. Which I feel him. I used to knock him when he said that shit, but now I kind of understand because it's the energy you have here, feminine. This is knowing when to chill. It's pumping the brakes on something you was passionate about. You just met somebody special. Or maybe it's a masculine you giddy about. Pump the brakes. Chill. People ask me all the time, what's the best way I can handle my twin flame situation? Chill. If your twin flame situation just started, take your time. Really, the first 2 years are gonna like give you a taste of what the fuck this is. You know what I'm saying? This, you know, what's time to a divine? It's infinite. But just take your time. You're starting a new job, it's a lot. Take your time. Don't overwork yourself. Don't overwork your means. You know, it's all about maintaining. Attaining things is easy. You just gotta maintain it, and it's like you maintaining things right now. So you don't want to overwork, tax anything, bring something to a toll, or run something to the ground due to you doing too much. You don't want to break your body down. Just really analyze. Okay, what should I keep? What should I leave alone? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to, just slow down. Consciously, directly, is something you just need to pump the brakes on. What is that? Actually, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is the step after the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is the sauce. Let's just say it's being all that. Seven of Cups is being all that in a bag of chips. Six of Cups, we're all saucy because we're all loved by God. We all have a fair shake at life to succeed. We all have a fair shake at life to be happy. We are the thinker who thinks the thoughts that makes the things around here. We are we're the drivers of this vehicle that is our body and our life. It's the choices and decisions we make that's going to determine whatever. No matter who you are, what creed, what nationality, what financial status you came up in, none of that means nothing. We're all human beings. No matter what we do, God got us. That's beautiful. That's saucy. So we're all the same. Ain't nobody better than nobody else. All the same. However, you got to differentiate yourself from everybody else. As a divine, you need to differentiate yourself from these karmics. As a human being, you need to differentiate yourself from these sociopaths, narcissists, crazy motherfuckers that's out here. And how do you do that? Just taking something that's inside you and giving it to the world because they need it. That's how you differentiate yourself from the next person. What you bring in to the world. Not the table, the world. What you bring to the table? Fuck a table, bitch. What you bring to the world? What is your contribution? I have a few contributions to the world. Co-founded a contribution to the world and helped a lot of people on my journey. I'm really just static about that shit. The shit that I do, because that's what it's about. The wands that you do. Fuck your status. Fuck your pinnacles. Fuck your wealth and your personal place in life right now, because everything changes. That's why pinnacles are important, because we can lose them at any time. And that's why you can't knock a person's actions, because there's karma and accountability that came to that. And it's something you can't take away. You can't take away what a person did. You can take away the thing that they did. They did something to manifest a thing. You can take away the thing that they just manifested, but you can't take away what they just did. You can't take away the work. You can't take away the blood, sweat, and tears, the grind, the dedication, the love, the loyalty, all that shit. Those are wands. You can't take that away from nobody. You can take a person's feelings away. You can bring a person from happy to sad real quick. You can take that joy away from them. You can fuck up a person's plans. You got plans. You finna execute. Somebody steal your plans and do it before you do. Yeah, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? But you can't take away my actions, what I do. That's why you don't wait to do nothing. Just get her done. Subconscious mystery madness to that. We got the Five of Swords, feminine, focus. It's something you need to pump the brakes on. Make sure you focus on that. Because by you pumping the brakes on this, you can get to this. Add in your contribution. Finding your slot, your niche, your path and purpose in life. 3 of Wands. That's all that is. Which is out here. We'll get on that in a second. Feminine role. This deals with you, divine feminine. This deals with karmic feminines in your life, other divine feminines in your life, the women in your life, or the good feminine energies you like vibing with. Directly, got the 9 of Swords, stress. This is becoming out prevalent in the feminine energy. I'm a divine feminine, so I'm talking about myself too. Stress. Remember, feminines, you're too blessed to be stressed. And stress is something you put on you, like salt on your steak, like cheese on your taco. You know what I'm saying? Like ketchup on your fries. You don't have to eat fries with ketchup. You can have shit as is. You can just live. You can just learn. You can just earn. You can just grind. You just keep going. You ain't got to put nothing else on you, especially more than you have to. What is stress too? Physical stress. Tolls. You know what I'm saying? Shit can wear on your body, wear on your soul, wear on your mind, wear on your heart. Just like the Grand Canyon can erode, that's how your heart can erode to nothingness or cut deep. Why are you stressing? It's not all feminines, but I'm talking to somebody. 8 of Cups, and I like how you moving up in the cup processes. You just went from the 6 feminine to the 7 feminine to the 8, moving on up like George and Weezy. 8 of Cups is my Patti LaBelle card. Shannon, shout out to Shannon. You sent me a link to that Patti LaBelle joint. Yeah, I seen it. I ain't watched it yet, but I'm gonna peep it probably tonight. Patti LaBelle, that's my girl. Now, the reason why I named the card after her because you can learn a lot from Patti LaBelle. First of all, how old is she? Excuse me, I didn't mean to say how old she was. How seasoned is she? Yeah, she just did a Drink Champs interview. That's one of my favorite shows because the content. That's the type of shit I fuck with. And every real nigga, excuse my French, every real nigga, excuse my French, every real nigga, you know what I'm saying, fuck with the Patti LaBelle's, Sade's, you know what I'm saying, Stephanie Mills, you feel me, like, who else I was bumping? I was bumping shit like, I'll just tell you what I listen to. I'm an 80s baby. Patti LaBelle, for sure. Sade, for sure. But we had like Dottie Peoples, Shirley Caesar too, though. We was listening to Phyllis Hyman, like I say, Stephanie Mills, Les Nubians, Anita Baker, for sure, Gladys, Shaka. Who else was we bumping, yo? Off the feminine, but still had a feminine vibe to him. Kenny G, Simply Red, you know, Black Box. I love Black Box. Sneaker Pimps. Shit like Massive Attack, shit like Sounds of Blackness, Chicago Bass Choir, Mississippi Bass Choir, Alaska Bass Choir. Like, hey, came up in a nice household. Mostly diva, feminine music. Whitney Houston. That got played a lot in my career. I can't believe I forgot Whitney. Whitney, Mariah, Groove Theory. And Jeanne. Jeanne. I love Jeanne, Joe. For real. I used to, man, you remember you, 80s baby. You see that row of DVDs over there? This is an old house. That's why it's DVDs over there. You remember how it used to be the old CD cases? Towers and towers of stacks of CDs. Chris CDs, you know, they had the books in them and shit like that. Like, man, I love people who still got CD collections, because that shit just take me back. I just went back there. I'm sorry. Anyway, Patti LaBelle card. Look at all the divas I just named. Who on Patti LaBelle level? You know why Patti LaBelle popping right now? She did 3 things. And there's 2 sides to this card. 2 things and another one. She keeps her divinity up. Anytime this card come out, this is what you need to do. 8 of Cups, especially in my lingo. Keep your divinity up at all times. Because if you're doing that, can't nobody fuck with your integrity. Keep your integrity up at all times. Why? Because can't nobody fuck with your divinity doing that. Motherfucker can talk about you, try to sue you, take you to court, throw sticks, stones, bones, and rocks at your shit. But if your integrity and your divinity up to par, what's divinity? That's just how you moving spiritually. People can pull your spirituality card or church card if you're a church goer, or I mean, pull your card and that shit come up clean. Can't nobody say nothing about that because you want that integrity. You ain't out here snaking. You know what I'm saying? Gunning and bumming, doing plays, finessing, doing what everybody else doing out here, man. You ain't facilitated with none of that. You in the class by your own. Patti LaBelle's integrity and her divinity ain't never been in question. Her integrity, number one, you ain't never heard of Patti LaBelle doing nothing foul in the industry. Nothing bogus. Anybody that get out of line on her, she quick to fix that right there. Because she ain't gonna play with her name. But put some respect with Patti LaBelle's name, you know what I'm saying? Divinity. She don't just do secular music, she do gospel music. She got some good gospel joints. You understand what I'm saying? And people sleep on, you know what I'm saying? That's why she survived in the industry. She keep God in everything she do. That's why I'm a Christian psychic, because you can literally put God in everything you do, boo. And Enterprise, that's the other part of it. She out here selling patty pies. She just did a verse battle with Gladys Knight. Nigga, she just did Drink Champs. She's all in the culture. Old culture, new culture. Pay the bill. Hey, and she house season? Yeah, ain't no excuse. If she getting out here feminine, you could definitely get it out here. You better take some notes. Look at all the fallen divas. Pay the bill still here. You can learn something. Be more like Pay the bill, my friend. The mystery madness, subconscious, indirect energy to that. We got the Ace of Swords, Ascension. That's going up. And what's up, Goddess? What's up? What's up, the fourth and fifth dimension, the infinite, heaven. A twin flame up there if you want to get at them. If you can't get at them down here. Up. We talking up and away. We ain't talking north. We ain't talking south, left, right. That's a circle. That's a 3D. That's the 3D. Temporary space and time where all things expire. What's the fourth and fifth dimension? The infinite. You got to go up to get there. You got to go up to A for access, the infinite. How do I get closer to God? Go up. How do I get closer to my spiritual self? Go up. Just go up. Like I said, remember with the whole internal conflict bit? You get a bird's eye view of shit? Yeah, go up. Everything will get small. Because everything is. Ace of Swords, that's strength, power, authority, dominion, courage, valor, A for anything you need to succeed, survive, and thrive in life, which is already here for you to acquire or attain, sword-wise, mentally, cerebrally, consciously. This is how you access shit with this. This is the most important thing ever. This is where God indwells, our brain. No matter what religion you are, no matter what you're about, you don't have to fuck with God. God's still in you. This is what makes us human. The indwelling of God in our mind. Ascend high. You'll learn more about it. The higher you go, the more you'll get fully aware. And then you get to step 2. The higher you go up, the less people that's going to be around. You want to know why? Because you're going to have to make a choice when you get to the 2. You either going up or anywhere else. 2 of Swords is options, or so-called options. We all got a choice. We can go up the right way because there's only one right way. We can choose to go up. And the right way usually ain't easy. The right way is usually the road less traveled. Everybody going left. The whole world going left field. Because it's easy to do that. It's easy to steal from somebody. It's hard to work to get whatever you're trying to get to. It's easy to do to take your moralities and your morals and your values and just throw that shit out the window and do some actions and behavior that's going to get you what you need rather than not have to do that. This is not having to do that. You know, but at least if you walk this way, you walking with God. You walk the other way, you just acceptable to whatever waiting on you, to whatever's out there. To whatever's out there. Like, for real, for real. You know. It's only one right way. I've been saying that for years, but people still don't get that part when I say that. I'm telling you, if you go north, south, east, west, you're going to meet north, south, east, west people. And it ain't no telling. You go up, there's only a different type of people you're going to meet up. You know what I'm saying? The right ones. Because there's only one right way. There's only one left, right way. That's consciously. Feminine, you're going to have to make a decision to go up, to ascend, keep ascending. I don't know about this twin flame thing. I think I might leave it alone. You can, you know, but keep going. You don't know where it's going to take you. I can tell you it's the best thing you can never do in your life, but I mean, you're the one making the decision. Like I said, you got a 10 of Wands, so you need to pump the brakes on, leave it alone. That's going to be a decision to get up, and away from whatever this is. You need to leave it alone. But 3 of Wands, this is subconscious indirectly, and this is what you don't see. This is the masculine role too. You know, 2 of Swords was the masculine role. I ain't really put too much masculine on it because I really wanted to tell you the importance of this card, of what options really are, or so-called options. You got options. go up. If you go up, this is going to be your next step. 3 of Wands. This is path. This is purpose. This is evolution. You got to evolve to go to the infinite. 3 of Wands is the Underground Railroad to freedom. The way out the matrix. The ladder out the crab bucket. The keys to the kingdom. The keys to the secret. Law of attraction. It's just moving in life on a whole different phase. 2 of Wands, that's life. Survival. Making ends meet. Birds do that, bees do that, bears do that, bacteria, viruses do that. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta evolve. We're human beings. We gotta do more than what the fuck Bambi and Shamu and, you know what I mean, Roger Rabbit doing out here. You know what I mean? Aside from that. 4 of Wands, twin flame, union, reunion, and recognition, right? People ask me all the time, how do I get into union, reunion, and recognition with my twin? You need to be 3 of Wanding. Now, if you are 3 of Wanding, good shit. I gotta throw a disclaimer out here. I told you, the twin flame thing is built for you to be the best person that you can be. By you evolving, it's gonna take your stock all the way up. It ain't just your twin flame thing that's gonna go up and be better and more blissful and shit like that. Your life gonna be better and more blissful and shit like that. Your career gonna turn better and more blissful and shit like that. Like, everything is going to get better. And then it's more money, more problems. You get to the position or the pinnacle, PINNACLE, that you wanted to be to. Now you got to deal with maintaining it. Attaining things is easy. Maintaining things is a full-time job. Your purpose, your path, your evolution is going to take you to higher heights and higher places. And by going to higher heights and higher places, it might take you to another path. I tell clients that shit all the time too. You know, it's like, you think it's twin flame shit hard? Like, wait till you financially get where you want to be. Wait till your dreams and goals and manifestations really start happening out here. It's going to be really hard. You could be choosing between your twin flame situation and like the career of your life. You might end up in another country. You might end up in another region. You might end up somewhere away from your twin flame, being the best person that you can be, doing the best that you can do. Legacy, actions and behavior, that's what count, not the things in life, man. It's your actions. That's what's more important. The action is coming from you. So you're gonna evolve in every way. Mentally, spiritually, etherically, emotionally. The way you move is gonna evolve, and what you manifest is going to evolve. Evolve. Because in reality, that's your role. Divine Feminine's role, 3 of Wands. To evolve. To lead. Lead the masculine. You know, 3 of Wands is like Whitney Houston and The Bodyguard. 2 of Wands would be like survival. Divine Masculine is like the bodyguard and the bodyguard. You know, without Whitney Houston, you really wouldn't have the bodyguard. 2 of Wands, that's also a job. Survive, job, making his meat. Masculine, his role is just to be there. His role is just to survive. You know who else role sounds like that? The king in the chess game. What's the king in the chess game role? To stay alive. And what does it mean? Okay, you call your masculine, he pick up. That's him doing his job. You need him to be there for you, or do something, whatever you need. He's there for a reason, to help make your end meet. You know, your job is to, like I say, have something for him to support, have something for him to be included in. It's just him being included. How does a queen move in the chess game? All over the place. Who's the most powerful person in the game of chess? You would think it's the queen, right? It's the king. Like I say, queen gets took, game still goes on. King gets took, game over. So in reality, your job is to protect the divine masculine. The divine masculine's job is really to protect you. Twins, really the same job. You got the 3 of Wands, he got the 2 of Wands, but it's still the same job, to protect each other. You want to evolve, so you want your masculine to evolve. You're the head of the snake. What you do, he does. But when you up, he down. But when you down, he up. And that helps. You just ran out of money. He came up on a lot of money. He up, you down. That's helping each other. He down, you up. You can help him. But when y'all both straight, it's all good. Neutral final roll wrapping this up. Directly going to the future, you got the Three of Swords. This is pain. Or going past the point of no return. This could be pain as far as mental pain, because you got stress out here. Swords deal with decisions and direction. It's just anxiety from an important decision you're going to have to make. Period. You know, this could be physical pain. You're feeling physical pain. Get that shit checked out. You weren't feeling pain before. You're feeling pain now. I would get that checked out. You know what I'm saying? Not saying nothing could be kind of bad. I don't give a fuck what it is. From you think you got a cold to you think something else, man. You know, just get checked. Pain is a sign. You walking so much, your feet hurt. That's a sign you need to sit down some motherfucking where. You know what I'm saying? You didn't cuss out so many motherfuckers to your throat, your voice gone. Chill out, Ten of Wands, pump the brakes on something you're passionate about right now. So once the future feminine, I see pain from going past the point of no return. And going past the point of no return is, like I said, Two of Swords. You're going to have to make a decision. To what? Go up. What's up? Ascension. The right way. Right way. Once you make that decision, you got to stick with it. You can't choose to leave a person alone and then leave them alone and come back. That defeats the whole purpose of you leaving in the first place. They probably knew you wasn't going to go nowhere. They probably knew you was just all talk, no game. And we ain't really talking about them. We talk about him. The divine masculine. Like I said, it's a lot of shit your masculine would love to see change. Not because if you don't change it, you ain't saucy or you ain't whatever. You good as is. It's just a few wants, actions and behavior. And what do you do with actions and behavior? You modify them or you change them to better yourself and your situation, to better your feelings, cups, to better your direction and decision making abilities. Wands gonna do that. And you got a wands to pentacles, manifesting. That's what pentacles are too, manifestation. So yeah, it just you got to leave somebody alone. This is making a decision to leave them alone. This is leaving something alone. This is making a decision to leave that shit alone. Don't go back to it because you know what's there. You know you've been there before. You've gone back to that plenty of times. Why go back again? You know that outcome. Why don't you try something with a new outcome? You've been working those type of jobs your whole motherfucking life. It's time to do something different. Painful that the fact that you know you should have been doing something different, chose to do something, and now you got to live with it. That's cool in the game. That's still the past. It's about the now. Choose to move forward. It's going to be painful mentally because pain is something you register. Pain ain't physical. It's something you register. You got Shaolin monks that can withstand all kind of pain. Shit that'll be painful for me and you is a cakewalk to them because they've mastered pain. Because it's mental. That's why it don't hurt them. So I can catch bullets with their teeth and do all kind of crazy shit because it's mind over matter. You shouldn't even have to be a Shaolin monk to understand that. You already getting those jewels now. Final card in this message. So I can probably get to another message today. Subconsciously and directly going to the future, you got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is the Lucy Liu card, as in Lucy Liu in Kill Bill, as in Lucy Liu in Charlie's Angels, or Lucy Liu in pretty much any movie she's in. I liked her in Payback. Mel Gibson's Payback. That's my favorite Lucy. For real, like yeah, you know what I'm saying. But did you see the swag on Payback? Her on Payback, yeah. You about it, ride it. Like you being 10 toes the fuck down on a sword decision or a direction, and you ain't looking back. You ain't. That's energy you need to be on. You know, don't look back. It's either gonna be a temporary ending to where you can go back, but now just ain't the right time, or you can leave it alone and not think two squirrel farts about it. It's on you. You're stressed. You need to cut that shit out. by being 10 toes the fuck down on another direction or decision. You need to leave something alone. Be 10 toes down on that. It's only temporary. You going past the point of no return. Just keep going. Keep going. This message that I got, if I could be of good use, your boy D.Boom. I had a two-day sale going on. It ends at midnight tonight. So if you want to book for some low price readings, just check my social media platforms. They should be in the information. And I'll catch y'all later. All right. Deuces.